Let's get at it. So we're going to look at the social psych student-created survey in Excel, and we're going to do this fast this time. So a more 14-minute video. We're going to start the Excel to find descriptive statistics and look for correlations between one issue and another. I'm going to shrink myself down, pull us over to the SharePoint site, and let's just get started. All right, so you're here at problem 1.2. Come all the way down to the Excel file. This Excel file is going to open up. Open that in a new tab, and this is what you get. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to zoom this in a little bit so you can see the formulas better up here, and I'm going to zoom this in so you can actually read this a little bit. So what we have here is we have the standard deviation, the mean, the median, the mode, and the range of the data. Range is going to look very similar every time. And then we have our count if data for strongly agree, strongly disagree. So that being said, we need to find our issues. The way I'm going to do that is I'm going to sort this by the standard deviation because I want good, diverse data. If everybody makes the same response, then really diving into that doesn't tell us a whole lot. So I'm going to grab this, hold shift, I'm going to hit D, and then I'm going to go and sort this entire thing by the column, so left to right. So data up here, custom sort is right there. And I'm going to bring this up to options, and I want to sort left to right. Nailed it. All right. Now I want to sort this left to right by 6. Row 6 is my standard deviation. So I'm going to sort this, and I'm going to sort, well, descending, so top down. All right. So here we have standard deviation of 2.3. I'm a racial minority. 2.3. I'm not a racial minority. 2.3. I use social media a lot. 2.3 is a huge standard deviation on a 7-point scale. So consider doing any standard deviation that is, I would say, above 1.5. So that gives you a whole range of things that you could get into. But that's not what we're doing right now. I'm just talking you through this. So I use social media a lot. This is what we're going to use. So what we need to do is now sort the data, sort the response data. So that goes all the way down below to here. So I'm in column F. And I want to grab row 18. I'm going to come down here, all the way down to the very bottom of row 53, hold shift, and select all that data. Now I'm just going to sort column F. Options, once again, sort top to bottom this time. Weird how it already knew that, but okay. And I'm going to come up here and click F, and I'm going to sort, once again, descending. I like to go from the top down. Okay. So now we have all these people that disagreed, all these people that agreed, which is a great split. So we're going to see how this works. The next thing we need to do is actually find the average of all the people that agreed and all the people that disagreed. So average of F18 to F26, I'm going to double click on this. And I don't want F18 to F26. I want F18 to, all right, so a little corner here with 2 arrows. Drag it on down. I want all the people that agreed. Everybody that either somewhat agreed. Hit enter. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get the people that disagreed. Average F27 to F53. Not so much. Bring this down. Bring this down. Okay. So now we have this column of everybody that disagreed. And you can scroll in and out of this all you want. But we got one person that didn't respond. So we're going to pick that up. We're going to hit enter. Okay. So now we have the differences, 65%. That's huge. Huge difference of who uses social media a lot. And we're going to take this and grab it and pull this over. And what we're going to see is right now, this is F18 to F35. This is F18 to F26, the old one. Now what we're going to do is we're going to grab it, pull it over. And so everybody that agreed, we're going to average their response to here. They disagreed to this. So I'm going to bring it to the beginning. And now I'm going to do the same thing. Just hold it in the center, hold it down, get that little plus sign in the corner, drag it all the way over. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to see the differences between the people who agreed with the statement, I use social media a lot, versus the people that disagreed with that. And now we're going to subtract the people who agreed with the people who disagreed with that particular statement. and see how they answered other things. So this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at this. I've got FQ4 minus FQ5. So the above average group minus the below average group, the differences, and how that applies to other questions. So I'm going to grab this. I'm actually going to sort it by row 3 here. So I grab this whole piece of data, and once again, I grab this little thing at the bottom. It just makes everything go faster. Grab this whole thing at the bottom, come up here, grab D, hold shift, get the whole piece of it, go to custom sort. This time, yes, I want to sort from left to right, yes, like that. And I want to sort at the differences, so row 3, left to right, row 3, and once again, I like to sort ascending. All right, so, ooh, interesting. Yeah. Oh, that's weird. Let's sort this one descending, whatever. All right, so things that are positively correlated. I mean, if you said yes to I use social media a lot, you also said yes to people follow me on mental health, or I'm sorry, on social media. Makes sense. Interestingly enough, also your mental health has gone down. Also, happiness is more likely to be determined by sports. So these are massive correlations between how people responded to this and how people responded to these other questions. All right. That's a positive correlation, which means that as you say yes, other people say yes. And now we're going to look at no correlation, which is somewhere in the middle here, right around 0. I'd say anything, honestly, anything in this like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 range. All right, how old you are? Doesn't really affect it at all. I feel like I accomplishments has nothing to do with your use of social media, though it's no correlation. And now we're going to look at negative correlation. So, like I said, anything above 15%, if you said you responded, you agreed to you use social media, you probably disagreed to I have high self-esteem. Okay? So we can see how people responded either way. All right. So what you do is you take the positive and the negative correlations. I would say 15% is a good cutoff for this exercise, and a good, negative correlation would be I'm comfortable dressing the way I like in front of other people. If you agree that you use social media a lot, you disagreed with the statement. I have high self-esteem. If you agreed with I use social media, you disagreed with this. All right, enough out of me. Hopefully you got that figured out. These pieces of information, all the way from all of our statistics to how many people strongly agreed, how many people strongly disagreed with each one of these groups, is pretty much how we're doing this. All right, so collect that, put in your assignment, and good luck.